everyone. Welcome to Library Storytime. So glad you could join me today. It's spring break. Can you believe it? It's not officially spring. Spring starts on March 20th, but the schools are celebrating spring break, so today we'll have some fun stories and celebrate spring break. Now, our craft this week is going to be sand art. I love sand art. Here is an example. You can come into the Reader's Theater and I'll have sand art for you, different. Maybe it'll be, well, I don't know if it'll be animals, but it'll be flowers. Yes, I think there were some animals that I ordered. Now, how do you do sand art? You'll get a packet that includes everything, all your sand. You don't need any glue. What you do need to do is very carefully peel off a section. For example, you can peel that part off and select your sand and sprinkle because that's a sticky surface. Sprinkle your sand, and once you have that section done, you can peel off another section. So you want to make sure that you just peel off a section at a time, and that way your colors won't all run together like this mane. See, someone pulled that off and did the brown and then the body orange. And when you're all done with your sand art, you will have a lovely picture. Here's one of butterflies, and I do believe we'll have some butterflies and flowers. And see how beautiful that is? And all that is sand. So you get to create your very own sand art. So I am excited. I love sand art, and I'm so glad that we can have that for spring break. So please come into the Reader's Theater to get that. Hope you have a great spring break, a week off of school, and hopefully you can get outside and enjoy the lovely weather that we're having now. Our first book is one that actually talks about winter, but it's one that I really liked, and I wanted to pick books that were favorites. Who Goes There? By Karma Wilson. Karma Wilson is one of my favorite authors, and she has written Who Goes There? It's illustrated by Anna Curry. And in this book, yes, it's still winter, but the wind's blowing, and we know in March, it's known as the wind month. The wind blows in March. So Who Goes There? By Karma Wilson. This is just one of my favorite books. Lewis Mouse lived all alone in a very small hole at the bottom of a very tall tree. When the first chilly burst of winter billowed through the trees, Lewis stuffed his nest full of leaves and twigs and grass. "My nest is warm," squeaked Lewis. "My nest is cozy, but something is missing. What could it be?" Of one thing Lewis was sure: a long, long winter was coming, and coming soon. "Oh, well, I will stay snug inside, nibble seeds, and sing along with the wind." But Lewis said, "Something is missing. My nest is cozy and my nest is warm, but I wonder what could be missing." But suddenly, over the wind song, Lewis heard something he'd never heard before. Scritch, scratch, tap, tap, tap. Lewis shivered. His whiskers twitched. What could it be? Lewis puffed up his chest and roared, "Who goes there? Who could it be? Who scritches and scratches and taps at my tree?" Is it an owl? A great horned owl? A great horned owl who is out on a prowl? He tiptoed to his door and peeked outside. He peered into the dark and saw Nothing. Slam! He quickly shut his door and skittered to his bed. I must try to get some sleep, Louis decided. But just as he drifted into a dream, he heard scritch, scratch, tap, tap, tap. His eyes popped open wide. He clutched his tail tightly. What was that noise? Who goes there? Who could it be? Who scritches and scratches and taps at my tree? Is it a cat? A sneaky old cat? A sneaky old cat who is scratching like that? Once again, he tiptoed to his door and peered into the vast dark night and saw nothing. All he heard was the wind. Since he knew he couldn't possibly sleep now, Louis made a cup of raspberry tea with honey. He tried not to think about the strange noises. My nest is warm, said Louis, and my nest is cozy, but something is missing. What could it be? His thought was rudely interrupted. Scritch, scratch, tap, tap, tap. Oh, no, moaned Louis. He gathered all of his courage that he had left and hollered in his biggest voice yet. Who goes there? Who could it be? Who scritches and scratches and taps at my tree? Oh, then he thought, it could be a bear. Oh, no. Is it a bear? A great big bear who is watching out there? Oh, that could be tapping at my tree. Louis lit a lantern and tiptoed to his door. Slowly, 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 step by step, he crept into the cold, windy night until around the tree he went, slowly, slowly, slowly. Who is it? Cried Louis. Who goes there? He saw two shining eyes peering out of a hole, another hole in his tree. It's just me, and out peeked a mouse, a small gray mouse. My name is Joy. Louis blinked. He rubbed his eyes. Oh, he said, what are you doing in my tree? Your tree? Don't be silly, Joy said. It's my tree, and I'm building a nest for winter. But I keep hearing this creature bellowing in the night. Oh, it's so very enormous and frightful. Have you heard it? There they are. Have you heard it? Joy said. That terrible noise? Yes, Louis said. He giggled. That enormous creature is me. I'm Louis. I heard scritching and scratching and tapping and was afraid it might be an owl or a cat or even a bear. I yelled in my biggest voice to scare it away. Joy giggled and laughed. Oh my, now that I get a look at you, I don't feel that you are scary at all. They both chuckled. And you don't seem scary at all either, said Louis. I have an idea, Joy. If you'd like, you could take a break and come to my house for a visit. I have raspberry tea with honey. Joy said, "Oh, that sounds lovely. I can bring some cross-top buns." So Louis led the way to his home. As they sat sipping tea and nibbling buns, Joy looked around her new friend's nest. "Oh," said Joy, "this nest is warm. This nest is cozy." Louis smiled. "Yes, it is. Something was missing, but now this nest is perfect." "I was missing all along." What do you think was missing? It was a friend. Louis was missing a friend. His nest was cozy, his nest was warm, but it was lonely. And now Louis has a friend. Joy lives in the same tree, and they can visit each other. Who goes there? I love that by Karma Wilson. Well, it is spring break, and I have seen some flowers, just a few, but it will be soon. It'll be time for all the flowers to be popping up and the trees will start budding out. So it's a lovely time, but let's do this little finger play. We better get started and plant us some flowers, okay? So we're going to dig a little hole. We're going to plant a little seed. We're going to pour a little water and pull a little weed. Up, up, up. Green stems climb. Here goes our green stems. Hold them, hold them. Open wide. It's blossom time. Let's try that again. So we're going to dig a little hole, plant a little seed, pour a little water, and we're going to pull a little weed. Up, up, up. Green stems climb. Open wide. It's blossom time. Very good. Soon we'll be seeing those flowers up, 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 and opening wide with beautiful colors. Well, here's our next story right here on this flannel board. Now, who goes there? Louis was looking for a friend. And in this story, Bear is trying to find some friends to help him celebrate his birthday. Let's begin. It's called The Bear Went Over the Mountain. Do you know that song? The bear went over the mountain, the bear went over the mountain, the bear went over the mountain to see what he could see. Let's begin our story. It was Bear's birthday. He stretched in his deep, dark den, and he said, "Oh, it's my birthday. I'm going to come out of my den and find some friends to help me celebrate." And so Bear stretched and stretched, and there he is. He climbed out of his den to search for some friends to help him celebrate his birthday. So Bear said, "I'm going to go climb this mountain and find my friends." And so he started to sing this song. The bear went over the mountain, the bear went over the mountain, the bear went over the mountain to see what he could see. And all that he could see, and all that he could see was a red fox and a bluebird, a red fox and a bluebird, a red fox and a bluebird was all that he could see. "Hi, friends," said Bear. "It's my birthday. Do you want to go play hide and seek in the woods?" But Red Fox said, "Oh, I'm sorry, but I have something else to do." And Bluebird said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I must fly away right now. Goodbye," and they both left. "Oh, that's okay," said Bear. "I'll just keep going over the mountain, and I'll find some more friends to help me celebrate my birthday." So Bear started out again. The bear went over the mountain, mountain. The bear went over the mountain. The bear went over the mountain to see what he could see. And all that he could see, and all that he could see was a gray mouse and a green frog. A gray mouse and a green frog, a gray mouse and a green frog was all that he could see. Hi, friends, said Bear, it's my birthday. Hey, let's go down by the stream. We can watch the fish swim. But Gray Mouse said, oh, I'm sorry. I have something else to do. And Frog said, Ribbit, Ribbit, I'm sorry, but I have something else to do too. Goodbye. And they both left, and Bear was a little bit sad. But Bear said, that's okay. I'm going to keep going over the mountain. I'll find some friends to help me celebrate my birthday. And so Bear started he climbed up the mountain. He started to go down. Oh, the bear went over the mountain. The bear went over the mountain. The bear went over the mountain to see what he could see. And all that he could see, and all that he could see was a gold rabbit and a gray goat. A gold rabbit and a gray goat. A gold rabbit and a gray goat was all that he could see. And Bear said, hi, friends, I'm so glad to see you. Let's go play tag. It's my birthday. And Gold Rabbit said, I'm sorry, but I have somewhere else to go. And the gray goat said, oh, I must go. I can't play tag right now. Goodbye. And they left. Oh, poor Bear. He was feeling very, very sad. Bear said, well, that's okay. I'll just crawl back into my den and have a long winter's nap. So he went back down sadly. He was going down the mountain. And let's sing sadly, can we? The bear went over the mountain. The bear went over the mountain. The bear went over the mountain to see what he could see. And all that he could see, and all that he could see. When he got to the bottom of the mountain, he stopped. He couldn't believe his eyes, for there in front of him, there was, at the bottom of the mountain, there was Bluebird, and there was Green Frog, and there was Gray Mouse, and Red Fox was there, and Gray Goat, and Gold Rabbit, and right in the middle sat a delicious birthday cake decorated with nuts and berries. And all the friends said, surprise! Happy birthday, Bear. We couldn't tell you because it was a surprise party. We wanted to get down to the bottom of the mountain and get it all ready when you came down, so we couldn't play. So they all enjoyed a delicious piece of cake, and they sang happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bear. Happy birthday to you. Surprise! They were so excited. They wanted to surprise their friend, and they said, after they had eaten their delicious cake, they said, okay, let's play some games. Let's go play hide and seek. Let's go play tag. Let's go down to the stream and watch the fish. We can do all those things, Bear. Let's have a fun day. And they did. They did all those things, and they had a great time, and Bear was so happy to celebrate his birthday with all of his friends. And so Bear was happy on his birthday because he was with friends, and I hope you get to be with your friends. Hopefully you can have a play date with your friends on spring break. But whatever you do, remember to come into the library to pick up your kit to do your sand art. I think you'll really enjoy that. So hope you do that, and thank you for watching Library Storytime. Have a great spring break, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.